Starbound's a beta game still in development by Chucklefish. It's a large sandbox survival exploration game set in a giant universe full of planets and galaxies, each one teeming with many varieties of species and landscapes. So here's the top 5 reasons why I enjoyed Starbound. The depth. Starbound is a huge game. The overall scale of the game is what may turn some players off, but if you're into games where exploration is rewarded, you fall in love with what's on offer here. When you first start off the game, you can choose what race to play as. As of now, there's no special character traits that differ from one another, the only difference being what items can be crafted into food. In the future, they plan to have each race a different ability, so avians can glide for a brief time, Florans gather sunlight for more energy, Hylots can breathe underwater, and glitches can mine quicker. Initially when you start, you'll be on one planet, which could serve as your own home planet. From this point onwards, you're given tutorials to proceed further into the universe. Different crafting options become available and different upgrades can be unlocked. The game also contains legendary items and blueprints which can be found throughout the game. Blueprints act as special upgrades for either food, clothing or building. Much like Minecraft, a food bar represents how hungry you are over a certain time, but by constructing a bow or knife you are able to hunt creatures for meat, which once cooked using a stove or campfire feeds your hunger bar. The trees can be chopped down for wood to craft, vines can be harvested to create bandages which act as healing items, different beds are found throughout the game and the player can rest in these to gain their health and stamina. You also have a heat level. Different planets have different climates and oxygen levels, so you need either warm clothing or heated radiators or campfires to keep warm. As for oxygen levels, later into the game you can build a survival kit which allows you to breathe underwater as well as breathe on the moon or asteroid levels. As for armour, the more rarer ores can be crafted into ingots, which in turn grants higher resistance to damage from enemies. Unlike Minecraft, if you die you respawn back on your ship but you keep all the items you currently have, you just lose pixels, which is the currency in the game. Starbound can also be played with friends. If you want to create your own server, we did ours in Hamachi. It's a great way to explore the universe together. The music. Rather like Minecraft, the music score in this game is amazing. Much of the time while you're venturing the wilderness, some dramatic song will start playing, really captivating the beauty and size of the world in game. There are several atmospheric and relaxing songs throughout the game, and some can only be heard in certain areas. As the day progresses and you start constructing a house or sleeping in a bed waiting for the time to pass, you really do appreciate just how immersive and wonderful it is. The music will change to a more frantic pace once an enemy is targeted, and it's also worth pointing out that musical instruments can be found in various chests which allows you to play certain songs on them. But for the most part, the game's music alone is noteworthy of some excellent tones, right up there with some of today's next-gen titles. The locations. Part of what makes Starbound so appealing is its wide range of locations the game offers. Your main hub of the game is the spaceship. Often this will vary in appearance depending on the class of race you pick, but they all function the same. When you have fueled, you can travel to many different planets and explore the wonders and sometimes dangers there. The planet's biomes are mainly grasslands, deserts, savannas, forests, jungles, arid and snow. There are also hidden biomes like tentacles, eye, flesh, crystal, bone, shroom and toxic. It's here that hidden items can be found and crafted, like beds, lights, doors and chairs. Some planets also have villages and towns of different races. So avian villages have marketplaces, bird shrines and dungeons. Apex have a Big Brother vibe where all the inhabitants are monitored with security in which they live in the same apartments and ordinary themes. Glitch are usually found in medieval castles and structures where their livestock is mechanical. Humans are usually found in prisons and attack an enemy on sight. Florans inhabit large trees and their architectural style is that of prehistoric. An interesting part of the game is that many planets have different gravity and weather patterns, so some will have acid rain, vicious thunderstorms, beautiful meteor showers to giant chunks of asteroids plummeting to the ground. Each planet helps create a new and exciting way of travelling. Weapons, tech and items. Starbound gives you a lot of items in the game. From the very beginning of the game you start with a basic manipulator, which is used to destroy single blocks or move blocks in place. When you gain access to a crafting table, you can create pickaxes and swords used for fighting enemies and mining for minerals. The more you progress with the game, the more items and weapons you can unlock, from swords and bows to assault rifles and rocket launchers, from pickaxes and torches to drills and flares. There are hidden techs throughout the game which serve as special abilities that either help you win a certain edge in battle, navigate a level safer, or speed through it quicker. Tech allows players to choose 4 different tech slots, each with varying abilities. Some allow for rocket jumping from enemies, others allow you to play to glide over dangers. Even so, more can summon a vehicle or a mech or teleport or morph ball. These techs make playing the game that much more satisfying. Collectibles. By far the most damning thing about Starbound is, if you see it, you can mine and collect it. This includes the dirt and walls to furniture, lights, chairs, you name it. What's more, the game features a multitude of different textures, ranging from medieval to modern to futuristic to prehistoric. The game does allow you a maximum of 1000 of the same block type, in which Minecraft only allows 64. Some of the objects are actually interactable, be it pianos, toilets, sensors and chairs. It's also worth noting that a lot of different style lockers, chests and storage containers can be used to store your valuable items, or if you've got the ability to collect everything like myself, you'll go ahead and collect everything from different planets and put them in different chests, so that you have 1000 of each. With this much content, you can create all sorts of fancy rooms and houses. All I can say is I really enjoyed this game and I'm addicted to it and can't wait for the new updates they're releasing. And as they say in the trailers, the universe is waiting.